Hey, what's up, guys? It is Marco here, back at you guys with another YouTube video. Today, I got ads got disapproved on Google because of malware, malicious content on the website. So today we're going to go through exactly what that means, how to fix it, and what to do to essentially resolve from it and get your ads back up and running. Without further ado, let's jump straight into that video.
I have a client here of mine that's an interior designer, and running their advertisements, and we just got a notification via mail and Google Search Console, and we can see here that the status of all of these different advertising groups, these ads, are disapproved. Now, these were disapproved recently on the 4th of September because of malicious software and unwanted software. So if we click on it here, you can read the policy or whatever, like maybe it's not specifically stating the same thing as it's stating here, but if you go ahead and read, it's really important that you read the resources that they give you before you actually go to support, because these pages are meant to actually answer your questions. So right here, you just read this. I want to help facilitate this process, but again, for future proof, you want to make sure that you take advantage of these policies that they recommend when you get a disapproved ad. So these are specific advertisements that we are creating for this interior designer, and basically it says it's malicious content and unwanted software on the website. So at first I was like, okay, well, maybe it's an issue on Google's part. And so I think the very, very first step you should do is submit an appeal. So you'd want to submit an appeal by calling them or supporting them via chat, and basically submit an appeal and say, hey, look, our website's not hacked, it hasn't been compromised, and I think it's a problem on your guys' end, or in a campaign or account issue. And so sometimes I see that as an issue. In this case scenario, it was not, so we're going to go to the next step. But basically how you'd figure out is if that appeal comes back and you get an email notification again. So again, make an appeal and check out the abuse, the ad network. So there's a lot of resources on this page that you can check out as well. So I'd highly recommend this page. I'll link it in the description as well. So be sure to check that out. So step 2 is just to scan your website. So here I'm in the WP admin. I'm going to go ahead and log in. But what you want to do is like free malware detector, like tools like that. And you'd like to get like an online software. Now, not all of these work, and for the most part, they're not too reputable, but at the end of the day, it's actually pretty critical that you take advantage of some free resources online and run your website domain through a few of these scanners. I've already done it, and I'll be sure to link below the best URL that I think you should scan through. But ultimately, this is a second step just to ensure maybe there's something else. Maybe there's something else on the website that Google is picking up. So the next step I would recommend, which is 3, is go to your hosting provider. So in this case, it is Bluehost. So with Bluehost, we have a managed, I don't know if it's managed WordPress, but it's a WordPress dashboard through Bluehost. So with this account in specific, we did not have malware security enabled. And so with most hosting providers, they all offer, some sort of malware security, some sort of, some sort of system so you can protect yourself from malware security issues. And so in this case, we got the Prevent Plus site lock, and basically what it does is it basically scans, your website and ensures that there's nothing wrong with it. So if I go to the dashboard here within SiteLock, now this, mind you, this is specifically for Bluehost, so yours is going to look a little bit different, but this one, of course, just runs through the different kind of components of the website and ensures and sees what's wrong with it. And ultimately, with our tier of support, we're actually able to have them manually update and remove those pieces of malware or malicious content, which in our case was 17 to 18 pieces of content there on different pages, and pages were being compromised. And so basically, they're going to manually go and remove those and clean up the website and ensure in the longevity of this website that it's taken care of. And for the most part, there's a ton of different malware issues out there in today's day and age. It is kind of annoying, but for one, there's the Japanese keyword hack. Keyword hack, I completely spelled that wrong, but Japanese keyword hack, this is a very popular type of one that I see out there. Basically what it does is it turns all your code into Japanese lettering and ultimately changes your Google SERPs to that as well, so your meta and title descriptions. And so it's very, very important that you recognize and diagnose the issue at hand, because if it's just generally malware and there's no like intense harm to the website, just know it will get worse. And if you don't take care of it as soon as possible, you will cause more harm than good to your website. Then the next thing I would recommend after you do that is reindex your website with Google, and so that's through Google Search Console, as you know. And then of course go back to your advertising campaign and create new campaigns. Let me say that again, create new campaigns so you can get a whole new setup process, and so Google can evaluate your website and recrawl it and reanalyze your website to ensure that it doesn't have malicious content. And basically, I mean, it's not going to be looking at it with any sort of vetting process, but it's going to be like, okay, we're looking for malicious software, and this time the website looks clean because you use SiteLock or whatever sort of tool you're using. But at the end of the day, it's very, very critical that you take a look at and really diagnose the issue at hand. So again, the last step is essentially creating a new advertising campaign. Now, my name is Marco Stipola, the owner and CEO at Intricate Digital Marketing. We are your marketing company for local small business owners. I know a lot of you guys out there are running Google Ads yourself, and so I understand the complexities of running Google Ads, and you might run into problems like this, so we can take care of that as well. So without a doubt, please reach out to us. I'll leave some links in the description, but again, it's Intricate Digital Marketing. We're your all-inclusive marketing firm for SEO, PPC, advertising, local service ads, and website design. So without further ado, I appreciate you taking the time checking out this video. I'll link below. We actually have a great guide for SEO, so a whole entire campaign or a whole entire video towards local SEO and how exactly you can dominate the local search results. So make sure you check out that video. And with that being said, subscribe to the channel, like if you found some value in that, and stay tuned. Take care. Bye.